But the free slice method requires very thoughtful follow-up. When you're doing free slice, your horizontal axis will look a bit like this. So if you do this and accidentally push, you're screwed. We don't want that to happen. So let's do it carefully. Now, I observed this piece, which is green and white, and this piece, which is green and white. I'm going to bring them together, except they're on the same slice. If I push like this, they're not going to come together. So I have to flip one of them. I'm going to flip this one on the right using the right-handed flipping algorithm. Slice this in. And I'm not going to bring this away and restore this slice. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And I see here we have the third piece that we want. I'm going to bring it down. Except if I push it in like this, the orientation's not quite the same. So I need to flip this so that green is here and white is here. Same flipping algorithm. White slice moves. That matches my green white edge. I'm going to push it to the top. And if I want to do this very fast, I also want to look at which edges already have two pieces that are together. For one, I see that the blue-yellow edge is almost done because two pieces are together. I'm going to move this up and bring the blue-yellow nearly done edge down. Notice that I didn't fix the slices, but I need to make sure that the slices are always horizontal like this. Now this one comes here. It is the third blue-yellow piece that we need to complete the blue-yellow edge. And if I do the white slice move, it goes in perfectly, so that's fine. Now I'll move it up and restore the center slices by making sure that they're horizontally oriented. What should we solve next? Oh, look at this. This is almost done, but the orientation of the middle blue-white piece is quite different. So I'm going to isolate it, flip it, and white slice moves, bring it back. So I would like you all to cultivate a healthy habit now, which is to make sure that the edge that you just solved is below another solved edge, so that when you bring this edge up and move to replace an unsolved edge, the solved edge comes back unharmed. And notice that I have been stashing all the edges to the top. Sometimes I do it at the bottom, but the idea of concentrating them within one layer is so that when I finish this layer and I move on to store them at the top, I don't have to look at the bottom anymore. Next, I want to do green-yellow because two pieces are already in place. It's almost done. The third piece that I need is up here. I'll bring it down. Except when I push it in, the orientation is not quite the same. So I need to flip this one. White slice moves, solve it like this. Right. So what did I say about concentrating them in one layer? If I bring it here, one edge here will remain unsolved. And it's going to make it harder for me to look for pieces, which is going to reduce my speed. Now, I'm going to bring this up, and as I said, cultivate the healthy habit of moving this so that it knocks out a solved edge. So place a solved edge above the edge that you want to insert. Bring the edge that you want to insert upwards, replace it with an unsolved edge, and move down the unsolved edge. Now, I'm going to flip this to the bottom, and I don't have to look at it anymore. It's going to make looking for pieces much faster. Next, I see that two green-red pieces are together, although the orientation's not matching. So what I can do is isolate one of them, flip, put them back together. This is the third piece we need. Lift up, bring the... So as you have seen in my previous moves, I cultivate the habit of lifting up the side where I want to insert a new edge piece. So I'm going to lift up the left side, insert the piece that I want to be bringing down, and then restore the edge that was lifted up. This aligns with the concept of restoring what was broken, and you have to be very careful since the bottom consists of 4 solved edges now. Bring this together, bring it up, replace with an unsolved edge, and restore the center slices so that they're horizontal. Next, I want to solve orange-yellow. I see this piece here, bring it down. See this piece here, bring it down. Now I've solved the orange-yellow edge. So I'm gonna knock out one solved edge as per the healthy habit that I was talking about earlier, replace it with an unsolved edge, and restore the orientation of my center so that the slices are again horizontal. Now, my orange-white is almost done. I'm going to solve that next. I see this orange-white piece sticking out. Bring it down. So I've solved it now. I'm going to lift it up in the place of an already solved edge. Knock it out. Replace with an unsolved edge. Bring this back so that the center is always horizontal like this. I want to solve blue-red next because I see 2 blue-red pieces together, although the orientation is not quite the same. But if I replace this edge piece with this edge piece, then the orientation would be the same, and that's how we want it. Now I'm going to flip this, and then I'm going to bring this piece in like that. Now I'm going to bring this up and knock out a solved edge as per the habit, replace it with an unsolved edge, and bring the unsolved edge down. And now that the top is also filled with solved edges, we cannot continue the free slice anymore. I'm going to restore the centers right now. So now the centers are restored in good condition again. And we have this ideal scenario where every edge has 2 pieces of the same color pair. Next, I'm going to solve the red-white center. Except if I do it directly like this, it's not gonna fit. So I have to flip this edge. But if I do this, I have no unsolved edge to replace it with. So before I proceed, I'm gonna leave these 2 edges at the bottom, but I'm going to bring one of these 2 unsolved edges to the top. I'll bring this one to the top, lift, push away, bring down. And then slice it in like this. Make sure that a solved edge is above the place where I want this edge inserted. Knock out the solved edge, replace it with the unsolved edge that I brought up just now. Bring down the unsolved edge, and restore the centers. I restore the centers with each step now because I need to be very careful not to mess up. I want to solve blue-orange next, and I'm going to flip this piece. Except we don't have an unsolved edge. All the edges here are solved. By solved, I mean they're being grouped together by their color pair. This is red-white, this is blue-red, and this is green-white. This is going to be the edge that I can use as the unsolved edge. I'll bring it up, push it away, bring down the part that I just lifted up. And I'm going to use wide slice moves. This is the edge that I want to bring upwards. So I need this area to have a solved edge, like this one. Knock out the solved edge, replace it with an unsolved edge, bring it down, bring down the unsolved edge, and finally restore the centers. So here we have an ideal case where we somehow solved all the edges. Not every time you're going to get a lucky situation like this. Sometimes you get a situation where the final two edges are unsolved. So when this happens, let's do what we would with a 4x4. We're going to make sure that the two outer edge pieces are on the same slice, so I'm going to flip this one. And I'm going to push in this edge piece and flip and restore the center. But sometimes we get a parity case as well. We get a parity case like this, and we need to fix these two outer edges so that they match the middle edge. So what am I going to do? I'm going to place this between the F face and the U face. And then I'm going to do the parity algorithm.